Hey, what is going on everybody, and welcome back to another first look and unboxing video, and today we're going to have a look at the Blackview BV2000. It's a very cheap and affordable smartphone right now for Christmas. It's on promotion sale and it retails for only around $60 to $65. So this is probably one of the cheapest 5-inch smartphones I've seen right now, and I would say let's get directly started and let's have a closer look here at the product. Alright, so not only the price of the device is low, so also the specs are quite low. Now it comes with the MTK6735 64-bit quad-core processor, unfortunately only clocked at 1 GHz. Dual cameras, 2 megapixel on the front and 5 megapixel on the back. Then it comes with 1 GB of RAM and 8 GB of ROM, which is also not too much. It runs Android 5.0. I'm not really sure about upgrades, but yeah, I had a Blackview in the past and there were not so many upgrades. And the display, it's 5.0 inch and it comes with 720p resolution, so 1280 x 720 pixels. The battery capacity, it's 2400 mAh and the battery looks quite big, so I think the battery capacity is true. So that are basically the main specs, and now let's have a closer look on what we can find inside of the box. Now unfortunately there are not so many things inside of the box, so just like the Yumi Fair, which is also a very cheap smartphone, it just comes with the basic stuff. And that means a charger and a charging cable. So let's have a closer look at them. Here you can see the charger, Blackview logo here. I've already seen the charger, so it also comes with a lot of Doogee phones, and we can see here on the back side 5 volts, 500 milliamps. So this is not even a 5-watt charger, this is a 2.5 watt charger, and the charging speed will be quite low. So just if you would charge your phone with the USB port of your computer, this is incredibly crappy. But well, it's okay because the phone, actually the price of the phone is very, very cheap. Then here we have a micro USB cable, and here you can see it with the Blackview branding, but absolutely nothing special, so just a normal micro USB cable to charge it. Okay, so this is what you will find inside of the box. You see just the basic stuff, and now let's go and let's have a closer look at the phone. So yeah, here it is, the Blackview BV2000. So let's have a closer look here at the device itself. Now, the first feeling here in my hands is like an iPhone 5C clone or something like that. So it feels really, kind of cheap because it's completely made out of plastic, but the quality is really okay. So nothing I would say it's falling apart. Now, if you have a look at the screen, then you can see the colors, they are looking beautiful. Now, regarding the sharpness, it also looks quite okay. So yeah, the colors, they change a little bit if you have a closer look at the screen and at the viewing angles, but not so much. So for the price, it's a good display. It's not some high-end panel, but it's completely okay for me. At the bottom of the device, we have capacitive touch buttons. They also light up, and I really like it. So the backlight from them is really strong. Maybe here on the menu button, not so much, but looks really okay. And the vibration feedback you get when you press it feels really good. So on some phones, it feels really weak and crappy, but here on this one, it's okay. You can see here the home button in the middle. Now if you press it, you also get a vibration feedback, and first of all I thought it's a fingerprint scanner, but nope, this phone doesn't come with a fingerprint scanner, and yeah, it looks okay and gives it also a nice feeling. Now, there is no black bar around the display, but the bezels, they are really big as you can see, so almost 5mm on the side, and yeah, it doesn't look so nice. At the top we have the front-facing camera, it's 2 megapixels, and we also have there the speaker grid, and left from that we have light and proximity sensor. That's basically everything you can find on the front side. Then now let's turn it around, and here you can see the back side. So I've got here that baby blue version. Now, looks really, cheap. I would really like a black version, would probably look better. Not really sure which colors you can get, but you can check it out if you click the link down below. Here the Blackview logo at the bottom, designed by Blackview, assembled in China, probably designed in China too. Then here we have the speaker grid at the bottom, so it's a single speaker. Here we have something which looks like a dual LED flash. We'll just have a closer look at that because I can't see right now if there are two inside, but I don't think so actually. And here we have the rear camera, which is 5 megapixels. So on the right side of the frame, we have all the buttons. We have here the power button, and we have here also the volume rocker, so up and down. Single button, made out of plastic, but totally stiff, not sliding around, and this is something I like. So the buttons, they feel very good to press. At the bottom of the frame, we have the bottom microphone for doing calls, so far as I can see, it's the only microphone. And at the top of the device we have the 3.5mm headphone jack, and also at the top the micro USB port upside down. Now if you have a closer look at the back cover, then you can see that it's already a little bit dirty, so it's some kind of a dirt magnet. Now I tried to clean it, but after one day it was already dirty again. So the material here on the back side, it's kind of smooth and feels okay, but it's a real dirt magnet. Then also I had a closer look here at the dual LED flash, which is not a dual LED flash, so there's just the upper LED, and it's very strong actually, but there are not two LEDs inside, there's only one inside. Okay, so this is basically everything regarding the phone from the outside, and now let's remove the back cover and let's see how it looks from the inside. So you should actually be able to do it here at the bottom, and there we go. So let's see what we have here on the inside. Actually nothing, we just have here some nice pattern, probably for some more stability or I don't know. Buttons are integrated into the back cover, which is okay, so if you break the back cover you'll probably also break your buttons, but at least you can replace that. Now this is how the phone looks from the inside. And here we have the massive battery, so it's 2400 milliamp hours, which should give you at least one day, because the chipset which we have in the phone is a very low power chipset. And also the screen resolution, it's just 720p, so you should have pretty good battery lifetime. What I really like is that Blackview put some kind of original Blackview sticker on there, gives it some premium feeling. 2400 milliamp hours, but you see it's quite thin. Now I'm not really sure if it really has 2400, before it looked quite big, but we can now remove the sticker here, so probably we will see some factory label under there which tells us the capacity. So sometimes they just put the sticker on there, but they just don't remove the factory label, and so far there is nothing. Unfortunately, there is no capacity label under the sticker, it just says here 3.8 volts. But well, I will measure the battery capacity, and in my review of this device, which will come, I'm not really sure when it will come online because we are very busy right now, but then you will see the real battery capacity and also some benchmarks regarding the battery life. Okay, so that's the battery, and now let's have a closer look at the other internals. So let's continue, and here's the phone without battery. You can see here a sticker with the IMEI numbers, battery connector, and here all the slots. So here we have the second SIM card slot, here we have a micro SD card slot up to 64 gigabytes, and here we have a big regular sized SIM card slot for SIM card 1. Okay, now I did weigh the battery and it weighs 43 grams, so I think the capacity is true because the weight is really okay. At the bottom here we have the speaker, here a couple of screws in case if you want to open it up. And yeah, that's basically it. Also here we have some kind of warranty seal. So under there's another screw. If you remove that sticker, your warranty is gone. But usually, you know, warranty on Chinese devices, it's like, yeah, there is none. Okay, then let's put it back together and let's have a closer look at the device when it's on. Now something I forgot to mention is the notification LED placed here in the right top corner. So far as I can see, it's not multicolor, so it's only blue. It also lights up in blue when you charge it, so it's only single color, but that's quite okay in that price range. So there we go, the phone is up and running, and let's check out the system and the UI a little bit. Now well, as you can see, there is no app drawer anymore, so everything here is placed on the home screen, but yeah, it feels really smooth. So the launcher here, absolutely smooth experience, even though it runs the 1 GHz chipset. Now let's go here to the settings, and here you can see this is still Android Lollipop, and here we have about the phone. So currently it's running Android version 5.1, so here with the Blackview logo, and here you can see it, so there comes the Lollipop, and the OTAs are also working, so I've received 2 OTAs, and here we have another one. So right now when I unpacked it, so this one here is like 7 days old, and I will now quickly update and then show you the system really with the latest version. So the update has been finished, but it failed. So OTAs are definitely broken and I have to flash the latest software version with SP Flash Tool. This is really bad and I hope that I can get the latest software version from Blackview. Alright, so on the package they said that the phone supports HotNod. But if we check it out here under wireless and networks, then you can see there is no HotNod inside. No NFC, no HotNod. So probably on the latest software version it's working, but here on this software version there is no HotNod. We have Wi-Fi, and I have to say the Wi-Fi signal looks very good. I checked the signal also with Wi-Fi tester and it looks very good. So we can check it out here. We have here the maximum speed from the router. Unfortunately it's only a 2.4 GHz router, but we'll get the new 5 GHz router very soon. And yeah, the signal also looks very good. So some other phones I have here, they struggle to get a good signal, but here on the Blackview looks great. Bluetooth, SIM cards, data usage, but there is no HotNod inside. Now here we have display settings, so here you can see mirror vision is inside to tweak the colors of your display if you need that. We also have here smart motion, so for instance put the phone closer to ear to answer, so works with the proximity sensor, and yeah, also other things like turn to silence, so flip to mute and all that. So pretty cool stuff here. Okay, then let's go here to gestures. For instance, it's just to calibrate the proximity sensor. We'll just skip that. We have here gestures in the gallery, like you can swipe between the pictures, music, FM radio, and also for videos. Then here we have the storage, so let's check it out. And the total space partition, it's 8 GB. This is straight out of the box without many apps, so yeah, you really just have 4 GB of usable space. This is not a lot, and I would definitely recommend to get yourself an SD card. The next thing is the battery. Now I can't tell you a lot regarding the battery, the battery stats, because I haven't really used the phone a lot, also with a SIM card inside. But in the full review we'll definitely measure the battery capacity. So the battery looks to me like it would have 2000 to 2400 mAh, and this looks quite okay, and you should get at least 1 day of usage because the chipset inside of the smartphone is a very low power chipset. Next thing, apps running in the background, so let's check this out. And there we go, it's now loading. And here you can see we have 231 megabytes of RAM used by the system, then 155 by the apps running in the background. And we still have a little bit more than 50% of the RAM free for background applications and games or whatever. Also the ROM itself, it looks clean, so there are no Chinese apps pre-installed like Adver or something like that, and this looks really clean, but for sure we'll do an virus test soon. Okay, then we also have wake gestures. For instance, we have double tap to unlock. You can swipe up to unlock, down, for instance, to access the phone. Or you can draw something onto the black screen to launch different applications. So this is also supported. Okay, location, so that's GPS. Security, there is no fingerprint scanner, even though the home button looks like a fingerprint scanner. And here we have language and input. So it's multi-language, as you can see, German, English. So the most important languages are in there. As you can see, also many Chinese languages, not really sure what that actually is, but it's not the full Android language pack like I've seen on the Honor 7, for instance. Okay, that's regarding language and input, and that's basically it. So that are all the features here in the settings. Then let's quickly check out here the launcher and the UI a little bit. So here, for instance, we have the Android status bar, as always, so nothing special. So we can quickly check out the LED flash. Looks really strong, but it's a single one, so the bottom LED, it's actually just a cap, so there is nothing under that. So let's quickly check out the UI a little bit, and there's no app drawer, as I've stated before. We have here the camera, for instance, and the camera looks really crappy. Now it's very slow and it's really laggy. Just check this out. If I shake the phone, it really distorts everything. If you want to take a quick shot, like you want to focus, it takes like 3 seconds to focus. And here, also the shutter is really slow. The picture quality is not really impressive, so the rear camera does not look very good. Now the front-facing camera also not really. So front-facing camera looks okay, but the rear camera looks pretty bad. But well, the phone is also really cheap. We have the gallery, it comes with all the Google apps pre-installed, so everything, so you just have to log in with your Google account. I get all my emails, notifications, so everything is working so far. LED flashlight application, and also Blackview. Xander was also pre-installed. Well, basically Xander is some application to share data, and they have somehow branded it with Blackview. Not really sure why, but yeah. Now let's have a quick look at the benchmarks to see a little bit so the benchmarks are finished, and now let's have a look at the results. So the only bad thing is that it's a 2-point multi-touch screen, and the problem is while typing, I just want to show you that sometimes I just hit the wrong buttons, and I can quickly go here to messages and try to compose a new message. And for instance, hello guys, you see sometimes it's just not really responsive or not detecting my input. So hello guys, look, if you try to type really fast, it's impossible for me to type. I really have to say that, and it feels crappy. And in my opinion, if you type slowly, just like a noob on smartphones, it's okay. But if I want to type a message really fast, it's almost impossible for me. Okay, then let's have a look here at the sensor box. Here you will see that this phone just comes with the basic sensors. So we just have a light sensor, proximity sensor, and sound sensor. No accelerometer for some reason. And gyroscope is not included, no magnetic sensor, so no VR, nothing actually. Okay, then we can have a look here at CPU-C, and there we go. And there you will see that the chipset only clocks up to, it says here 1.3 GHz, on the package it actually said 1.0 GHz. Okay, surprise, surprise, and it really clocks up to 1.3 GHz. This is looking good. And it's the MediaTek MTK6735. Now here you can see the storage and everything, so it looks really okay. Here we have system. No root access, so the phone does not come pre-rooted, and it's running Android 5.1. Battery temperature is very low for some reason, and here you can see the integrated, so the chipset, temperature and everything. Nothing over 40 degrees, and we did run the benchmarks right now, so this also looks very good. And here once again, just the basic sensors, and that's it. Now in the Antutu Benchmark it scored almost 25,000 points, so this is the score of the 1.3 GHz chipset. That's really cool. Here you can see the ranking, and yeah, in the ranking we're somewhere down there, so 25,000 points is not really a lot. For instance, the OnePlus 2, which I have, has right now 80,000 points. So this is like 4 times the power of this one. A little bit less, but okay. We can have a look here at Geekbench too, and in Geekbench it scored also a very low score. In Geekbench 3 it scores 472 single core score and 1314 multi-core score. Not really impressive, and I had to do a cut and clean my RAM because, yeah, 1 GB of RAM is really not a lot. This chipset combined with 2 GB of RAM is actually quite usable. But with 1 GB of RAM, if you're a power user, if you do a lot of multitasking, it will really stutter, so this is not so nice. Alright, so we just had a look at all the features in my review, which will probably be very short because, yeah, a very low budget device. We'll have a closer look at the GPS performance, camera performance, which looks quite bad, and also the battery life. So stay tuned, please leave a like and a comment down below to help this video and to help our channel, and please also subscribe to our YouTube channel to see more content. Now thanks for watching, have a nice day, and bye bye.